What up, YouTube? Team Movies here. Now, one of my favorite companies in this decade has been the company A24. Like pretty much every year, A24 always smashes it with, of course, they won their first ever Oscar with Moonlight, and since like 2013 and all, and they've been putting out some high profile stuff, and this year was no exception. Like they put out some really good stuff this year. So, with that being said, here's my 10 favorite 2019 movies from A24. Alright, coming in at number 10, it's kind of more of a, more lesser known film, and that is Glory Bell. Now, this stars Julianne Moore, who plays this free spirit divorcee who spends her night on the dancing floor, and she also falls this middle-aged guy played by John Turturro. And John Turturro was awesome in this. And it is a remake of a foreign film that got released, Chile film that got released a couple years back, and this film is actually from the same director of the Chile film, and I thought Glory Bell was pretty fine. Julianne Moore was really wonderful here. John Turturro was great. You also had Brad Garrett. I mean, you also had Micah Cera was in this. I thought it was a really decent film. And if you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. Alright. Coming in at number 9, it is Skin. Now, this stars Jamie Bell, and it's based on a true story about like this young man who makes dangerous choices to leave the white. He wants to he pretty much he ended up becoming in the white supremacist gang that he joined as a teenager, but he wants to get out from get out from becoming a white supremacist, and he also falls for this young woman played by Danelle McDonald and her kids. You also had Mike Coulter, Vera Farmiga was in this. Skin, I think, is probably one of Jamie Bell's best performances he's ever given. I know he was remarkable in this movie. Now, this was actually released by A24 and DirecTV, because they usually always get together for films and stuff. But yeah, Skin was, crazy to believe that Skin was based on a true story. But yeah, if you guys haven't really seen Skin, Jamie Bell really shined in this film. Kind of an underrated actor, by the way. Coming in at number 8, it is Midsommar. Midsommar it's probably not one of my favorite films of the year or anything, but it is one of the weirdest movies. It's literally one of A24's weirdest films this year. Or one of them, I should say. And, Midsommar, of course, starring Florence Pugh, Jack Rayner, Will Poulter, directed by Hereditary director Ari Aster. It is really, really messed up. It gets pretty creepy. There's some really messed up stuff that happens in this. But the performances by Florence Pugh, by everyone else in this, was really solid. So if you guys haven't really seen Midsommar, give it a go. Weird, but pretty decent. Alright, coming in at number 7, it is Native Son. Now, this is mainly an HBO film, but A24 actually produced it, so I'm actually going to be counting Native Son. And it's a really good film. Based on a book, directed by a newcomer, Rashid Johnson. It stars Moonlight actor Ashton Sanders, who plays this African American living in Chicago, and he becomes a chauffeur for this businessman. But the businessman's daughter ends up getting killed one day, and so I'm not really going to show much details because I don't know how many people haven't really seen this film yet. But Native Son is a really terrific film. You also had Margaret Qualley, who's becoming a really good actress with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Fawcett Verdon, Seaberg. She's really talented. And I thought Ashton Sanders is pretty great in this. I mean, this literally feels like it does feel like a Barry Jenkins film at times. And I'm not saying that because it stars the same guys from Moonlight, but the tone really felt like a Barry Jenkins film. But still, it's a really terrific movie. If you guys haven't really seen Native Son, it's on HBO on demand. I'll say give it a shot. Alright, coming in at number 6, speaking of weird horror movies from A24, Number 6, I'm going with The Lighthouse. The Lighthouse, starring Robert Pattinson, William Dafoe, is one of the messed up, weirdest movies I saw here. Directed by the witch director Robert Eggers, about these like two lighthouse keepers who try to maintain the sanity while on a New England island in the 1890s. It is a period piece film, um, and I thought it was pretty, like I didn't love it as most people did, but I thought Lighthouse was pretty great. William Dafoe and Robert Pattinson both really shine in this film. They had some really interesting. Those two really had good chemistry with one another, and yeah, and I gotta say, it's probably even better than Eggers's movie The Witch, which I didn't really care much for The Witch. So I actually thought, to me, Lighthouse is a better film. But if you guys haven't really seen The Lighthouse yet, I would say give it a shot. One of the best cinematographies I saw here, too, by the way. Alright. Coming in at number 5, it is a film called The Last Black Man in San Francisco. Now, this film is about Jimmy and his best friend, Mont, who try to reclaim the house built by Jimmy's grandfather, launching them to a odyssey that connects them to their past. And it's a pretty good film. Also feels like a Barry Jenkins movie. I mean, somehow how most films that Barry Jenkins don't direct usually feels like a Jenkins movie. But anyway, this of course stars Jimmy Fails. You got Jonathan Majors is in this. You got Danny Glover. Some really good cast members. Jonathan Majors is really an actor to keep your eye out for. I think he's really terrific, and he really shined in this. Jimmy Fails, in his first feature film, he was terrific in this movie. It's directed by a newcomer director named Joe Talbot, I think his name is. He did a pretty good job. Pretty decent cinematography. I mean, Tashio is also pretty good in this too. So yeah, if you guys haven't really seen The Last Black Man in San Francisco yet, it's a really good one. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna sit down now. Alright. Sorry guys. I was gonna try to do this standing up, but what? Not really the best idea. Sorry guys. Anyway, oh yeah. Alright, coming in at number 4, it's also a kind of a weird film. I mean, 24 does some weird stuff. But number 4, I'm going with Under the Silver Lake. Now, Under the Silver Lake stars Andrew Garfield as is a 33-year-old guy named Sam, who wants to try to find this woman named Sarah who ends up missing, disappearing one night. And anyway, Under the Silver Lake is actually from the director David Robert Mitchell, who also gave us that movie It Follows, which I actually did not like It Follows that much, but lots of people really did. But Under the Silver Lake is actually a better follow-up. I really thought it was pretty funny. It was a nice dark comedy. Great performances by Andrew Garfield. Riley Keough was in this. You also had Topher Grace. Ricky Leno was in this. Yeah, some really good cast members. And if you guys haven't really seen Under the Silver Lake yet, definitely give it that one shot. Alright, coming in at number 3, it is Waves. Now, Waves is from the same director who gave us It Comes at Night, and it's a really good movie. I mean, it stars Sterling K. Brown, Kelvin Harris Jr., Taylor Russell, Alexa Demi, some really good cast members. I mean, this movie does have a very dysfunctional family at the center, and Calvin Harris Jr. is literally, an actor to keep your eye out for. He was really remarkable in this film. And I'm not going to try and go into details because this is a bit of an easy movie to spoil, and I don't know how many people still haven't seen Waves yet. But it has a really decent script, has a nice score behind it, great performances. I mean, I think Sterling K. Brown deserves an Oscar nomination for this movie. I mean, he was actually that good in this. So yeah, if you guys haven't really seen Waves yet, it's another really good A24 film. Alright, coming in at number 2, it is The Farewell. Now, The Farewell, starring Aquafina, Taz Ma, and the one who plays the grandma. I can't really remember her name off the top of my head. I think her name is Zayo. Can't really pronounce her name that well, but she's actually really great in this. And it's where like Aquafina, who her and her family ends up returning to China to end up faking a wedding. Because they decided she wanted to say goodbye to their to their grandma who's dying of cancer. And this movie is directed by Lulu Wang. Aquafina. I mean, Aquafina is best known for comedies, but man, she really showed that she could do more than just straight up comedies here. Aquafina was remarkable in this movie. Of course, Ty's mom, who played like her dad in this, was great. The other family members was pretty great in this. The farewell. Part of it isn't subtitles. Yeah, you're gonna have to read subtitles for this movie, but it's still really amazing. And if you guys haven't seen The Farewell yet, go check it out. All right, my number one favorite movie of 2019 from A24. Just saw the film today, and it's remarkable. And it's literally one of my favorite movies of the year. That is Uncut Gems, starring Adam Sandler, Lakeith Stanfield, Cameron Garnett. You had Julia Fox, Adina Menzel. Uncut Gems is awesome. Sandler literally gives probably one of the best performances of his career. I thought Sandler really shined in this, and proves that Sandler could do more than just straight up comedies. Lakeith Stanfield was really remarkable in this. I mean, this was, of course, Sandler's first time working with A24, and I hope Sandler does another movie from A24. But, of course, it's not the first time the Safdie brothers have worked with A24. Obviously, they, of course, did Good Times together, so it's that. But, man, Uncut Gems was so, like, it was really one of the most serious roles I've seen Adam Sandler ever do in years. And I think Sandler deserves an Oscar nomination for this film. He was amazing in this, and yeah, if you guys haven't seen Uncut Gems yet, go check it out. I mean, hopefully, Safdie Brothers' next film, hopefully it'll be also from A24. So, anyway. Alright, that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. 10, Gloria Bell. 9, Skin. 8, Midsommar. 7, Native Son. 6, The Lighthouse. 5, The Last Black Man in San Francisco. 4, Under the Silver Lake. 3, Waves, 2, The Farewell, and 1, Uncut Gems. Now, there's loads of other A24 movies that got released this year. Alright, there's The Souvenir, The Death of Dick Long, definitely not The Kill Team, that movie was really horrible. There was that horror, that weird movie, Climax, that got released a couple of months back. A24 has some pretty decent stuff this year. Of course, I just said The Souvenir. I'm really curious to see what A24 has up their sleeve next year. I mean, I know they got Zola coming out, which will be premiering at Sundance. And most likely A24 will probably acquire something at Sundance. So, it should be interesting to see what A24's 2020 is going to be like. Anyway, let me leave it to you guys. What are some of your favorite 2019 movies from A24? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Team Movies signing off.